It is therefore an object of some utility and importance for a man to acquire a dexterity in boxing, in order to defend himself against such rudeness and to protect those whose weakness, age, or sex renders them liable to the insults of the rabble, and deprives them of all power of effectual resistance.
Hey folks, it's Chris Dyer here at Reborn Martial Arts in Springfield, Virginia, and we are on part 2 of the anonymous student of Mendoza and Humphreys early boxing manual from 1789. Let's take a look at the lessons and see what we got. All right, so let's do a quick little recap. Last time we covered the introduction, which was pretty important for historic context, and then let's go over some of the things that he said. This being a student of both Humphreys and Mendoza, they're two very different guards to look at. So we're going to take Mendoza's guard to play with. We're going to start with our back-weighted stance with our right leg. Our left leg is forward, but not into a very, very bladed stance. We're more squared up like Mendoza's. Our hands are here. Now, he actually specifically says in the training manual, so if Mike and I face the camera, not having the back of the knuckles face your opponent, but actually have the flat of the fist. So you're aiming kind of like this. Now, this is a really, really important thing. As we talked out in the last Mendoza video, these blocks can be really challenging. If the person is giving you a straight blow, it doesn't make sense to kind of go up like this, blocking into it. But when we're practicing this, we're assuming that this guard is completely covering my center line. And so we're forced to, if I face Mike, if he's got this really good solid straight line defense here, these knuckles facing me, I can't punch through this. I can try and go for midsection, and we'll cover that in just a little bit. But I can't punch through it to hit his face, so I'm going to arc around. You're almost forcing the opponent to have a hook strike, a circular strike. So again, if I face Mike, I can't punch down the center line, so I'm forced to come over here to his left cheek, which forces that high block, that covering block this direction. If you are more squared up, given this opening, like we use a lot in our style that I normally teach here at our school, with our hands a little bit further out, split up, he's now has a center line that I can tack down, which makes mid blocks make more sense. So when we're covering this, we're really covering these fists right in front of our face, and we're covering these directions because this strike is more of a circular strike instead of a linear strike. Or they're cutting an angle. So for example, if I move over here and Mike goes to block it, it's going to be this upward block. So that's a really important part. All right, so the next thing that we're going to work on, this is lesson 2 from the manual, is Mike's straight strikes towards me, straight blows towards me. So I'm just going to hang out here. He takes his guard. Again, the knuckles, the flat of the fist is facing my face, and he's going to work on doing those strikes towards me, first checking range, and then I'm going to bring my hands up in guard. And so this is kind of the opposite. The first drill is I'm giving him the strikes, and he's covering, and then he's going to give me those straight blows. I'm going to cover and then cover out this direction. And then we just do this until the recommendation is till Mike is winded. He can't give me any more strikes. Take a break, and then repeat 3 or 4 times until he builds us into muscle memory. So that's lesson 2, is just simply I take guard. Mike now gets to work his straight blows against me. So he's here, 1, 2, like so, back and forth. All right, so now we're going to cover chapter 2, which has lessons 3, 4, and 5. In lesson number 3, I'm going to punch left. Mike's going to cover it. So here it comes. He covers. He now punches left to my face. So he's going for that cheek. As I'm pulling my arm back, he's throwing this strike. I'm going to cover it, and you can kind of see where this is going to go. We're going to turn this into a flow. We're going to go nice and slow at first. We're here, and he says go slow at first, and then build up the pace. We can move our feet around a little bit. This turns into this nice little flow drill, back and forth. We're covering, we're covering, we're covering, we're covering, we're covering, we're covering. And we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, building up the speed until it just becomes a solid, solid flow. Left blow, cover. Left blow, cover. Both people are doing the exact same thing, back and forth. Okay, let's cover lesson number 4 from chapter 2. So we're on guard. We're in this position. I'm going to give Mike a left punch to his right cheek. Again, he's going to cover this. His midsection is now open. He's going to take his left hand. He's going to bring his elbow close to his mark, which is the solar plexus, and he's going to cover this section as his hand returns back to guard. He makes it very, very clear that one of the things that we're practicing, when the essence of what these drills are for, is the idea of cover, cover, and my hand is always coming right back to that guard. Cover through here, bar my midsection as this next strike comes in, and then as I'm doing that, this hand is right back here, ready to recover and give it a blow. So over here, left comes in, he covers. Right comes in, he covers, and our hands are right here back at guard. We reset. Again, 1, 2, guard. 1, 2, guard. 1, 2, guard, and we just return, return, return. All right, so lesson 5, which will be the end of chapter 2. Lesson 5 is the exact same thing as 4, only it's going to flow in reverse. And so we're going to switch our feet midway through. We'll come to guard as we do this to make the transition easy, and we're going to flow from both sides. So I'm going to talk Mike through this. We're on guard. Here's the exact same setup. Here's the left blow to his cheek. He covers. Here's the right blow. He covers this direction. Our hands are going to come to guard as we switch everything. I'm coming back to guard. And now I have my right foot forward. So we've completely switched. Remember, Mendoza was the first to introduce this idea of working both sides in equal practice. So now I'm on the other side. I cover, or Mike covers, and then I do the midsection. And on this return, we're going to switch our feet, and we're back at it. Boom, boom, switch. Boom, boom, switch. Boom, boom, switch. Switch. And now we're going to go into this flow, again, slowly increasing the speed so that we get this down into muscle memory. So let's just do a couple reps. We're here, left, right, guard, right, left, guard. I mess up, Mike keeps going, but boom, and then it just flows, 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 flows. Again, some really, really cool lessons, really good stuff in this training manual. I'm excited to see what we get for the next chapter and next couple lessons. Stay tuned.